Hi everybody, it's If here from readthemarket.com. This is a video on caps on price, be they rally-based drops or drop-based rallies. It's all really the same terminology for the same thing. Now, we'll start with price here. What have we got? We've got a strong rally up. It looks like the bulls are really in control, so you think this is going to go on forever. But let's see what happens. Well, okay, price drops down a little bit. You'd wonder, are they going to reload for extra longs? But no. Price made a little flag here. The institutions started piling in some sell orders here, and price broke down. This here you could call a cap on price because we've broken down from it. So that's a rally-based drop. So we'll see what happens. Price gets back to this rally-based drop, and now the institutions, they've hit it now, and they've taken out the sell orders that were left there. Now they're either going to pile in long orders to take it further, or they're going to pile in short orders to take it down. And what did they do? They piled in short orders here and here to add to their short positions there, and price drops. Price flags here and drops. So it has a rally, a base, and a drop. And it's dropping further out of this price action zone here altogether. So what do we have here? We'll look in the M5 on this. And we'll see we have a rally, a base, and a drop. Just as here we had a rally, a base, and a drop, and price came back to it, and price rejected from there. But now we'll draw lines around this base. Now that, you'd imagine, is going to be a cap on price, because yes, they were piling in their short orders and piling in their short orders, and here there were no buy orders to fill the short orders that were there, so price shot down. So you'd imagine that they didn't get all of their short orders filled at this stage. In M5, you can see that price rallied up to these short orders which remained, and it made a base. The institutions started piling on the shorts, and they broke price down here out of this base. Not all of their short orders here will have gotten filled. That's why we have this pole coming out of the base. So when price gets back there, you'd imagine there is still going to be short orders remaining in the market. So we'll move it along and see what happens. We'll go into a different time frame and watch this. 15 and go. So price got close. It got up to this decision point that was here, and rejected from there, came back down to this decision point. Got very close to our cap on price here in the M1, didn't make it however, compressed its way up here for another drop. Compressed here to this decision point for another drop down to the base of this pole. Here, of course, you'll see another cap on price. See what happened when price got back to that cap on price? It rejected and came down. This, of course, down here will also be a cap on price. And what did it do? It rejected price. Here was another cap on price. Price tested it, came down for a resistance turning support and broke up through it. And now it's heading towards our cap over here. So we'll go back into our smaller time frame and we'll go. So now here you'll see we have a price action zone which actually got broken down here. There's your whole flag. There's actually the limit of the flag there, and price broke the limit of that flag, so you're thinking the price is going to go low. Let's see it in a higher time frame again. There we have a breakdown of this whole PAZ, and price perhaps wants to get down further. So price reacts off this drop base rally and starts working its way. Now we have 3 highs here, and it's held price down 3 times already, and then it breaks it. Now on the break of this, you're going to have a lot of buyers involved in this, which is great for the institutional sellers. The institutional sellers can take these buys here and use them for their own shorts if price is going to work well at this cap above. So okay, they put in their shorts trading against these buys. They won't have enough buy orders against them at this stage to fill all their sells. So we'll see what happens. Okay, it bounces off here and comes up here. More buyers are getting involved, even more excited now. So your institutions have more buys to take their sells against. Now with the institutions, they're never going to get all of their orders in at exactly one price. They're just not going to have enough buys against their sells if they want to turn price. So they're always going to have to suffer a bit of drawdown on each of their positions. So once these highs broke, they will have gotten their first positions in here, and it wasn't enough. Not all of their positions were filled, so they let price go up a little bit further. They're in drawdown here, but that's okay, and they know how to get it back. And price takes out this new demand that was made, makes a new high. More buyers are getting involved here. The buyers are just absolutely sure that this is broken and shattered now, and price is going to go up. Here you'll see the line of our cap from earlier on. This was the decision point in the rally-based drop that we had at the highs. And if you look at it in other time frames, it is a break of all these highs, and it does look very strong. This here has already been tested. This whole supply has been tested once, and that supply was tested once, and now it's tested again here, and it looks like a nice breakout is about to occur. But we still have that cap above. So our institutions, they have their sell orders in here. They have this demand taken. They have their sell orders in here. And now price breaks up above. Again, more sell orders they can put in. And that's it. They can add more sells to this, but they've already got other sell orders left in the market from that liquidity gap earlier on at the cap in price. This is the cap in price, and what happens when price gets it? They have lots of buyers against them, and now they have a number of sell orders here. And as you see, this got into drawdown, that got into drawdown, and this is the final sell on it at the price cap. And price is free to drop. Price caps work in every time frame. Like here, and here, and here, and when they break, they can always be used again. So when you're doing your homework on caps on price, be they rally-based drops or drop-based rallies, simply look for as many as you can. In the lower time frame, there will be one. In this time frame, there's a rally base drop. And what happens when price returns? Well, price drops. There's a drop base rally. Mark the base. There's your cap. When price returns, it's rejected. Another gets rejected. Another. 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 Keeps going. When they get broken, notice as well what's going on. You'll see price often wants to go further. Rally, base, drop, rejection. Further rejection. A break, and price goes higher. Drop, base, rally. Price returns, there we go. Another cap on price here, price gets back to it, and there. Drop, base, rally. Rejection. Each of these are caps on price. Price change in direction, change of mind on price, whatever you want. But it will so often reject price on return. Thanks for watching. Bye.